We were all part of the terrace investment team, so everybody had sort of different responsibilities as far as accumulating information, doing some research, helping put the bid book together.
That was a long process. It was, again, we were a small company, and it was really all I was doing for a 4-month period was working on that. And I got lots of help from the folks in the office. Others had their own sections to do and feed into me, and eventually we put it all together and came out as about a 300-page submission to the NHL.
I was there. I was part of the presentation team. 5 of us were there. And it was a mercurial time because your emotions were high, they were low. One moment we felt very good about our bid, and the next we weren't so sure.
Nothing rivaled what we had. When we had the Ottawa Fire, the marching band, and the fans, we had about 125, 130 fans that came down independently to support us. Nothing could compare to what Ottawa brought to the table down there, and that was not missed by the governors.
We were put into a room about an hour and a half before we were to go and present. Bruce was playing the music "Don't Back Down," but we were like caged lions, and then all of a sudden they came in and said, "Showtime."
The next day, the 6th, when they made the announcement, those events were pretty vivid. I can almost remember them word by word, minute by minute, that entire day.
When the announcement was coming down, we had a lot of our sponsors and our corporate clients out on the golf course. I got a call from Cyril saying, "Okay, there's going to be an announcement, come now." So through the golf course, when all these phones were going off saying, "Come in, come in," golf carts were coming off the golf course, driving down the street, and we're just ready to go and find out where we were in the bid selection process.
They called us I think it was about 1:45 to say, "We want to meet you at 1:15. We were ushered into the governor's room, myself, Randy, Bruce, Jim Durrell, Gary Burns, and they told us we were awarded a franchise. It was pretty exciting. Then they said, "We're going to move you into another room where there's a press conference about to happen in 2 minutes." So it was just, they told us, and they said, "Don't tell anybody. It's going to be, we want to have a special moment when we make the announcement, so you can't tell any of your supporters." So they're all lined up in the room. We're walking in, and you can see me. I'm excited. I'm certainly enthused that we've won. I know we've won the franchise.
Cyril and the rest of the team was escorted in. No one really knew what was going to happen yet, and I can remember walking up to the front and looking down at Cyril and saying, "What's going on?" And he grabs my hand. And he says, "We're in." And he had tears in his eyes, and I'm sure I teared up. He says, "Just wait for the announcement, though." And that minute of just going back and holding your tongue and not saying anything and waiting, just the shivers going down your spine.
Board of Governors today have granted conditional franchises
beginning in the 1992-93 season to the applicants representing the City of Ottawa.
When the actual announcement came, those are real screams of excitement and joy from our team that was there waiting for that decision.
And we won. And it was magical. It was just phenomenal because I knew the long-term positive effects in the city were going to be so outstanding. If you have talented people who have guts, who have vision, the world is your oyster. And you can do whatever you want to do and accomplish whatever you want to accomplish. And I think at that time for all of us, it was the right time in our lives. And you couldn't say no to us because we didn't understand the word.